It is estimated most human beings only use 10% of the brain's capacity. Imagine if we could access 100%.
Well, I suppose I can help you with that.
From 12,000 to 2.3 million in 10 days.
I'm baffled by this guy.
So, Eddie Mora.
Since when did you start writing Chinese?
Since an hour ago.
What happens when she reaches 100%?
I have no idea.
What's your secret?
Medication.
Have you ever heard the claim that humans only use 10% of their brains? Imagine if the remaining 90% were just sitting there, waiting for you to discover your hidden superpowers. You could be the next Einstein or have telekinetic abilities like a superhero. It's a tantalizing thought, but is there any truth to it?
Is that really true?
It is true.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but that's all a myth.
It's no myth. It's real.
Oh, it's not real, it's not real, it's not real!
Today, we're diving into the truth behind this popular brain fact, and I promise it's going to blow your mind, using 100% of it. The reality is that we use our entire brain. Every part of this intricate organ plays a role in who we are and how we function. But despite this, the belief that we are using less of our brain capacity persists, often fueled by popular culture and self-help gurus. Let's dismantle this widespread misconception so we can acquire a more precise and empowering comprehension of the extensive capabilities of the human brain. The origins of the 10% brain myth are shrouded in mystery, with no single source definitively identified. One theory points to the work of early brain scientists who, with limited technology, could only ascribe functions to a small percentage of the brain's regions. In the early 1900s, psychologist William James, often considered the father of American psychology, noted that humans rarely achieve their full potential, which some took to mean we only use 10% of our brains. Another possible contributor is the misinterpretation of the work of Carl Lashley, a prominent psychologist in the early 20th century. Lashley studied learning in rats by removing portions of their brains. While he found that removing certain parts didn't impair learning, his findings were often taken out of context. Further fueling the myth were popular self-help books and courses that emerged in the early 1900s, promoting the idea of untapped human potential. Despite the lack of scientific basis, the 10% brain myth was further popularized by its portrayal in movies, television shows, and literature.
Yes?
Professor Norman, my name's Lucy. I just read all your research on the human brain. It's a little rudimentary, but you're on the right track.
Thank you.
Modern neuroscience provides overwhelming evidence that debunks the 10% brain myth. Brain imaging techniques such as fMRI, PET scans, and EEG have allowed scientists to visualize brain activity in real time. These scans reveal that we use virtually every part of our brain, even during simple tasks. For example, when reading, the visual cortex processes the text. Language areas like Broca's and Wernicke's areas handle comprehension and production, and the motor cortex controls eye movements. This widespread activity debunks the notion that large portions of the brain are dormant. Further evidence against the myth comes from studies of brain damage. If we only use 10% of our brains, then damage to the remaining 90% should have little to no impact on our abilities. However, this is not the case. Even small lesions in the brain can result in significant cognitive or physical impairments. For instance, damage to the Broca's area, located in the frontal lobe, can result in Broca's aphasia, characterized by impaired speech production. Similarly, injuries to the hippocampus, part of the limbic system, can severely affect memory formation and spatial navigation. From an evolutionary perspective, it is highly unlikely that we would have developed such a large and energy-intensive brain if we only used a small fraction of it. The human brain makes up about 2% of our body weight, but consumes approximately 20% of our energy. This high energy consumption suggests that our entire brain is active and essential for our survival and complex behaviors. The evidence is clear. The human brain is a marvel of efficiency, with every part playing a vital role in our physical and mental functions.
I was blind, but now I see. A tablet a day, and I was limitless.
Despite overwhelming scientific evidence to the contrary, the myth of 10% brain usage persists. The notion that we possess hidden depths of cognitive ability is inherently appealing, and mainstream culture has played a significant role in perpetuating this myth. Movies like Lucy, 2014, where a character gains extraordinary abilities by accessing 100% of her brain, and Limitless, 2011, featuring a man who becomes a genius after taking a pill that unlocks the full potential of his brain, have ingrained this idea into the public consciousness.
They've had clinical trials and it's FDA approved.
All right, just out of curiosity, and that's all.
These films present the myth as a scientifically plausible concept, making it seem credible.
If I would have said, hey, I want to be a kind of good stage performer, my brain doesn't know what to do with the information, therefore it does nothing, it lies dormant. But when you say, I want to be the best safety in the world, or I want to be the best stage performer in the world, your brain knows exactly what to do. And he gave me this statistic. He said, do you know the average human being uses 5% of their brain capacity? High achievers use 20% of their brain capacity. Olympic gold medalists use 40% of their brain capacity. Because mastery is the highest form of intelligence.
The self-help industry has leveraged the 10% myth to promote books, seminars, and programs that promise to unlock hidden potential. Diverse gurus and motivational speakers often exploit this desire, promising to help individuals access their untapped mental capacities and reach personal growth. The idea that we only use a small fraction of our brains suggests that we have vast, untapped resources that could lead to incredible improvements in our lives. It provides a simple explanation for personal limitations and an enticing promise of easy enhancement, which resonates deeply with people's desires for self-improvement and success. Recognizing that we use 100% of our brains is not limiting, it's liberating. Despite the enduring myth, research has shown that we use all parts of our brain. The brain functions as a complex network where different regions activate for various tasks. For example, the occipital lobe processes visual information, the temporal lobe handles auditory data, and the frontal lobe is involved in decision-making and problem-solving. This means that while we may not use every part of our brain simultaneously, we do use the entire brain over the course of a day. We are already operating at full capacity, utilizing this incredible organ to its fullest extent. Every experience, every piece of information we encounter, every skill we learn, shapes our brains and contributes to our unique cognitive tapestry. Instead of chasing after the illusion of untapped potential, we can focus on nurturing and enhancing the brain power we already have. Maintaining and enhancing brain function is a continuous process that can be influenced by lifestyle choices. This involves engaging in activities that challenge our minds, such as learning new skills, pursuing creative endeavors, and engaging in mentally stimulating activities like puzzles and brain games. By understanding how our brains work and providing them with the support they need, we can unlock our true cognitive potential. The brain has an incredible ability to adapt and change, known as neuroplasticity. This means that learning and new experiences can physically alter the brain's structure, improving cognitive function. The more you challenge your brain, the more it can grow and develop, debunking the myth that we have a fixed and limited brain capacity. To wrap it up, the idea that we only use 10% of our brains is a myth. We use all parts of our brain, each with specialized functions that work together in complex ways. Maintaining a healthy brain is a lifelong endeavor. Just as we care for our physical health, we must also prioritize our cognitive well-being. Here are some key tips for nurturing your brain and promoting optimal function. Stay mentally active with activities that require active thinking, such as puzzles, learning a new language, or playing a musical instrument. Prioritize physical activity. Regular exercise has been shown to improve blood flow to the brain, boost memory, and enhance cognitive function. Get enough sleep. Sleep is crucial for memory consolidation and brain health. Eat a brain-healthy diet. Consuming a diet rich in nutrients supports brain health. Omega-3 fatty acids found in fish like salmon promote brain cell communication. Antioxidants in fruits and vegetables protect brain cells from damage. Vitamins and minerals such as vitamin E and magnesium play crucial roles in brain function. Eating a variety of healthy foods ensures your brain gets the nutrients it needs. Manage stress. Practice stress management techniques like meditation, deep breathing exercises, or yoga. Stay socially connected. Social interaction is crucial for maintaining cognitive function and preventing cognitive decline. While the myth is appealing, the truth is that our brains are already working at full capacity, and we can continue to optimize brain function through healthy habits and continuous learning. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and leave a comment. Your support gives these videos meaning. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and be notified when we upload more content. Until next time, stay curious and well-informed.